Okay, so what we'd like to do is present stats and things, digital signage on screens around the office, and it's maybe I'm making it harder than it is, or maybe it is as hard as it seems to be. You've got the smart TVs, but the ones we have Yahoo TV built in. It's a probably some form of Linux or Android, but to get it in the official Yahoo market, you've got to apply. Anyways, that's hard, and side loading seemed hard or impossible. Nobody has shown how to do it immediately. So hunting around, I came across something called greenscreen. Thanks to these guys, there's this nifty little application that allows you to find your Chromecast, your channels. Channels are a list of web pages that you want to display on the screen. And then your push alert is going to allow you to send a single message out to all of the Chromecasts in the building. And then the channel takeover will allow you to, despite what the default channel is for a given Chromecast, you can send a specific channel to all Chromecasts. All right, so this also led me on down this rabbit hole of seeing what the Chromecast API is and what it takes to build a Chromecast app. So to get a Groupon or a Groupon's green screen going, you need to first of all download their GitHub repo, but you also need to create a Google Cast SDK user, an account. It's $5 one time, presumably just to keep out bots and whatnot. I don't know why they would charge $5 for just the hassle. It's not like it makes them a lot of money, but anyways, so I've got 2 applications set up, and then once you set up your applications, without publishing the application, only the cast devices that are registered can connect. So I've specified a single Chromecast here, and I was able to get it to work with my applications. So let's look at what an application looks like. Most importantly, here's your application ID. This will be necessary in your script as your sender will be the Groupon application, and then there's a receiver piece, which is the Chromecast. And the application ID is what you're going to send to the Chromecast to say, run this app, this being A3C blah, blah, blah. You'll point it at the URL or the IP address where you're running your Groupon green screen, and this is my IP at work. Okay, and then in this URL on port 4994, I was able to use a Docker image to run green screen, and I pointed at a Cloudant CouchDB database. You could run CouchDB locally or on your own server, but Cloudant provides a free database, so I used it. And that's really the only thing you need to kind of get Groupon going, with the Groupon green screen. And let's see if sure enough. Okay, so I can list my Chromecasts. I can show my channels. So here's just a couple of ads about the Breakfast Bash and about Snag Shout. One thing I ran into is that the green screen shows these basically proxies these web pages, and it shows them in iframes. And so if the cores on the remote web page are set not to allow everybody, then you'll get a gray screen. So this is just a simple web page that I put up. It does say Google Sites, so what I did was create it on Google Sites, realized Google Sites doesn't allow, their cores is not set, and I don't know how to set it other than to only allow Google, essentially your Google domain. So what I did was I used wget-m to mirror the Google site onto my own web server, and that way I could set the cores, the cross origin, blah blah blah. All right, green screen. So you can, once you have more than one URL, you can decide how often it switches between these URLs. And then you can also, like I say, push alerts. Here's the text box for that. You can choose the color and how long you want that alert to stay on the screen. It's just going to appear as a bar at the very bottom of the screens. And the channel takeover, as I mentioned, yeah, that cloud and database is kind of slow. So I could take over and say, hey, lunch is ready upstairs or whatever. Well, here, let me just do that. It'll probably, okay. It'll say it's taken over, and I have to press stop takeover. It just will continue to output that. So anyways, that was a quick overview of green screen, and there are some great projects out there that try to allow you to manipulate the Chromecast from the command line as well, which is very interesting. One problem with Chromecast, other than the core settings issue, is that you have to, I'm guessing that this green screen could probably be hosted anywhere, but to get these Chromecasts to refer to the application, our custom application, we have to basically send it with our Chromecast extension. Say, cast this application to that Chromecast, and that's a hassle. So there is an application, I think PyChromecast is a Python tool that will allow you to do it.